Hey Homo sapiens, I hope your day's doing well. We're back with some more Bedwars. Today's topic, what I would do as a supervillain. See, me as a supervillain would be straight conniving, evil, dastardly even. Actually the scum of the earth, the worst of humanity. Now you might be asking yourself, Particle, what evil deeds could you possibly do? Now let me tell you, little boys and girls, all will be revealed. So for my first evil deed, we'll start off simple. A classic in the Caleb tomfoolery, evil shenanigans, and downright buffoonery. So, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is rent a helicopter. Now you get a dude to fly you up on top of New York City. And in this helicopter, you have a bucket of bouncy balls. And you just dump it on Times Square and just see what happens. You know, like do the bouncy balls bounce from that high up? Who knows? Now obviously this evil plan works very, very well, especially since you're in a helicopter. You can just watch the chaos unfold from your bird's eye view as you just relax and evilly and maniacally laugh. Fastest walk in the world, by the way. Now this evil plan, just like the others, starts off as some harmless tomfoolery that can turn evil very quickly. So, this one you're gonna need a ton of crocodiles. Alligators work as well, but crocodiles are just cooler sometimes. So what you're gonna do, also happens to be in New York. What you're gonna do is you go into the New York sewer system and you release a bunch of crocodiles and or alligators. Now you see, this one you won't immediately see the side effects to, but over time, what will end up happening is, eventually those tunnels will need maintenance, and a worker will climb down, and the alligator, the hungry alligator, will snatch him up and eat him. Now you see, whoop-de-doo, one maintenance worker dead. Not the end of the world. But what will most likely happen is a search party will come after him, leading then to the search party also dying. And see, what will eventually happen is they'll be like, why the fuck do people keep dying in the sewers? Only to find all of the alligators I planted in there years earlier. My next dastardly deed might be one of my greatest yet. Not necessarily my most evil, but definitely my most clever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of the wealthiest people in the world, and you know what we're gonna do with them? We're gonna make it so they don't pay taxes. See, this one is a good idea, and the wealthiest people in the world should not have to pay taxes. Chat, I may have told you my greatest plan, but that does not mean I've told you my evilest plan yet. Now this one will take time, methodic patience, to truly master a man's mind. What you want to do is you want to find the most average Joe you know, and every single night you break into his house and move his dresser a little to the left. What this will accomplish is every morning as he gets up, he'll stub his toe, slowly draining him into madness. Maybe he'll even do something crazy like, I don't know, fart on his wife in bed or something. I'm so sorry. That was just gross. That was uncalled for. But nonetheless, that does not stop my evil deed from being pure and utter evil, a debaucherous activity. Now, when the man's mind is at his weakness, you do nothing. And that is my evilest plan. Now then, this evil plan is dastardly indeed. What you must do is you must go to two opposing fast food chains, whether this be McDonald's and Burger King, or In-N-Out and White Castle. And what you gotta do is you gotta break into each one of their employees' houses and switch their uniforms around. White Castle gets McDonald's uniforms, McDonald's gets Burger King, and Burger King gets White Castle. So when they show up to work, they'll be wearing the wrong uniform, confusing everyone that's going in and ruining shareholders' day. Knowing these companies, they'll try and play it off as some marketing campaign, but it will be the worst marketing campaign of all time, ruining prices because two of their local fast food chains are now wearing the wrong uniforms. For my next trick, evil plan. For my next evil plan, this will require tons of preparation and planning. What you'll need to do is you'll need to perfectly map out a city so that you know the ideal streets to close off, so that everyone has to go in a big circle all day, never getting where they need to go because they're in an endless spiral of traffic, ruining not just their day, but their week, and perhaps their month. Imagine watching the chaos unfold as people realize they won't be able to get to their jobs, therefore not being able to pay their bills, only to hours later realize that they won't be returning home either. They are now part of a machine. For my next evil activity, we are going to use the art of deception to manipulate the people into thinking that they're going crazy. You see, what we're going to do is we're going to round up all the squirrels in the world in one night. In one night, we're going to round up all the squirrels in the world. We're going to bring them to a factory and paint them all blue, and then redistribute them throughout the world. So everyone's like, what the fuck? Why are the squirrels blue now? What the fuck? Squirrels are blue? The next night, you do the same thing, except you remove the paint, therefore making all the squirrels normal again. So everyone's now saying they're like, what? Excuse me, the squirrels were blue. Sorry, the squirrels were normal. Now they're blue, and now they're normal again. What the fuck? Did we just have a fucking trip? And then they'll look at the photos of the blue squirrels, realizing that the blue squirrels were real. And then they'll start thinking that they were transported to another world. And that's when we will have fucked with society. For one of my final evil plans, it's going to take a lot of time, effort, and patience, but I truly think this will be one of my greatest schemes yet. What we're going to do is we're going to manipulate the press into pushing our propaganda that all teachers need to go to space to teach aliens about our correct way of life. Then, what we'll do at home is we'll switch the teachers out with NASCAR drivers. So we have NASCAR drivers teaching our kids. This can only go well. I can't see how this could go wrong. At all. I'll be completely honest. At this point, I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, I got nothing left. Like, seriously. I'm just sitting here like, how can I be dastardly? How can I be evil? I'm like going to the drawing boards, doing evil schematics, like thinking of death rays and scandalous activities and truly just debaucherous behavior, but nothing, just the lines aren't linking up. So this ninth one is going to be a hard one, but I think with a lot of time and preparation, you should be able to get this one done. It is a very complicated process, and if you can do it right, you'll go down in history. So pretty much what you're gonna do is you're just going to touch a little boy.